everybody and welcome. Last Thursday I shared with you guys my top 10 favorite smaller Instagrammers, all accounts around 10,000 followers, and I promised you guys in that video that I would do a follow-up sharing with you guys my 10 favorite bigger Instagrammers. So in today's video I'm gonna share with you guys 10 of my favorite more successful Instagram accounts at the moment. Now I have many favorite Instagram accounts, so I would really like to do a part 2 to this video, so give this video a like if you want to see even more of my favorite Instagram accounts. So up first is probably one of my favorite influencers overall. Her name is Jaffrey and she is overall a beautiful person. She has very stylish, chic and fresh photos, which is you might recognize from my own account. I love fresh, colorful, bright photos, and she kind of runs along with the same style. She is a very inspiring woman and I'm just obsessed with everything she does. The next account that I highly recommend you go follow is Janni Delèr? I don't have a clue. She has one of my favorite feeds ever and I feel like every photo in itself is a piece of art. Again, I love how her account is colorful, fresh, simple, but it all goes together so nicely. I think she has cool outfits and I really like her style, and I also think she has beautiful travel photos. Next up is a fellow Danish girl. Her name is Isabella Thordsen. She now lives in London. She does a lot of fashion content and I've followed her for many years now. I've always been really drawn to her style and I think that she has a beautiful personality as well. I think she's talented and she's very creative and you can definitely see that in her feed. And I also really like the way that she combines fashion and traveling in her photos. You get a little bit of both in every photo. So the next girl I followed actually through YouTube at first, but she's really upped her Instagram game lately. Her name is Belle and she has an amazing feed style. She is so consistent and she always brings really fun, interesting content. I also love her fashion style. It's very experimental, it's very fun, it's very out there, it's interesting and creative, and I get very inspired by seeing her photos. The next girl can come as no surprise. It's Inthefrow, Victoria from Inthefrow. She is doing incredible travel and fashion photography at the moment. She has probably one of the best feeds out there. So if you're not following her, what are you doing? Again, something that inspires me by seeing her photography is her creativity and her editing skills. She also brings light to some incredible travel destinations at the moment. Destinations that I wouldn't have thought of myself, but that I get very inspired from watching on her feed. The next account is a recent find of mine. It's Caitlin from CMCoving. Coving. These names. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the names. I am just obsessed with her simple, chic style, and I love her style of editing and photography. Again, fresh, simple, colorful, right up my alley. I always get really happy and inspired from her summary feed and I'm so glad I found her. Emelie Natascha from Emitaz. I also followed her for a long time now. She's probably one of the first kind of fashion travel Instagrammers that I found and I'm still obsessed with her. She has such a fun, positive personality and it also shines through in her Instagram feed and in her photographies. She has a really cool style that I draw a lot of inspiration from, and I also really like her story of moving abroad from Scandinavia to Barcelona where she's living now. As you guys may know, I can relate a lot to this whole moving abroad thing, and I think that her content around this subject has been really interesting and I've used a lot of inspiration from how she dealt with it to handle my own situation when I moved abroad from Scandinavia to another country. Reid. I found her account also recently. I did a huge search for new fashion travel Instagrammers and influencers and I found a lot of good accounts. Right now, Reid is one of my favorite travel influencers. She's a seriously talented editor, both in Instagram but also on YouTube. She does amazing travel videos and I will leave a link to her YouTube channel as well down below because you need to check it out. Her feed is inspiring, it's exotic, and it makes you want to go on an adventure right now. The next girl can come as no surprise. I've talked a little bit about her in my update video. Christina Galbato is probably the favorite travel accounts of mine at the moment. She has the best eye for photography and for spotting travel destinations. She is smart, stylish, passionate, talented. And I also really like how she's really good at interacting with her audience, both on YouTube, both on Instagram. She's running the Instagram Bootcamp, which I recently joined. She's doing an amazing work with that, so go check it out. I'll leave a link down below. And finally, the last account is a guy, surprisingly. I don't know why there are not more guys featured on my favorites list. I think it just has to do with all these female influencers sharing fashion and traveling, which is something that I relate to and draw a lot of inspiration from, so I guess that's why. Anyway, Louis Cole, also a travel influencer, also somebody that I get very inspired from. He is somebody who is always searching for new adventures. He is always pushing his limits. He does really creative and beautiful travel photography. He is a big source of inspiration for me when it comes to growing my filming and photography skills. He always comes up with new techniques, new levels of editing. I always just get a little bit more motivated when I see some content of his. I see, okay, I can up my game. These are new ways of growing. These are new ways of challenging my own creativity. I think he's great. He's a real adventurous person. And if you love traveling, you should be following him. So that was 10 of my favorite bigger Instagram accounts at the moment. As I said before, I have many more to share with you guys. So let me know if you want to see a follow-up to this video, a part 2. Also, you're welcome to go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you like my account. If you want to see more from me, more of my outfits, more of my own traveling, then you can go ahead and follow me at Natascha Thordsen. I'll leave a link in the description box as well. As always, I hope you will subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss another video of mine. Turn on the notifications to get notified when I post a new video. I post now every Tuesday and every Thursday. And I really hope I'll see you in my next video. And I hope you're having a beautiful day. Bye!